Okay, what do we got here? This is my backup, my spare Harbor Freight P-51. And as you can see up here, it's got the old FM 72 megahertz. It's an old setup. Comes with an old FM transmitter. You can still find these at some, you get them at Harbor Freight, of course. Some Harbor Freight stores still have them. I think the Harbor Freight store here in Bangalore still has a few of these, so I'm sure I didn't get the last one. But anyway, this is it cost me like, what, $89 or something like that. I watched all the YouTube videos and everybody talked about getting a discount, but I never get those things. But here it is in the box. I'm not going to take it all apart, take it all out here, but it basically comes with the decals. Your wing is all one unit, screws on. Everything pretty much screws on here. There's very little gluing. It's sticky tape and screws. I glue once in a while. The fuselage, of course, and it's got the motor in there. It's a brushed motor. I recommend the first thing you do, don't fly it. The first thing you do is just take the brushed motor out and put a brushless in-runner in. You can convert it to an outrunner if you want to. The problem is when you put an outrunner on these airplanes, you relocate the prop shaft down low. If you leave the gearbox in and put an in-runner in there, you use the same prop shaft and you can put the spinner on and it looks normal. That's what I did. You remove all of the switches and the on-off button because those are wired into your speed controller for your brush system. You take those out. I just taped them over. Put a brushless speed controller in there. And everything else, you can use the original receiver, which is inside here. An original transmitter comes with it, and it works just fine, you know, with a LiPo battery. A couple of props comes with it. It's got the landing gear set up. This one they did start making them with better wheels than the ones on the picture of the box, but I still put larger wheels on it. Comes with a charger. It's a good airplane. It's a good airplane to practice on, get the hang of, if you have a brushless system in it. And once you get the hang of it, it will be a very reliable airplane. It lands fine in the grass. Check out some of my videos of my blue nose landing. Oh, yeah. Okay, next airplane in my fleet. Well, this one's not in my fleet yet because it's not built. This is my extra E-flite timber. It's also a plug and play, and for the reasons I told you earlier. And I'm not going to unbox this one here because the packaging is so complex. It's multi-tiered, and you take it up when you unbox this thing. That's when you want to build it. It's really difficult to unbox this thing and then put it all back together and box it back up. It's just not packaged that way. It's got the foam is multi-tiered and sectioned off in certain ways. It's just not worth doing that, so I'm not going to open that up. But that's my backup plan. I'm going to build that this winter as soon as I get my second shelf over here in the corner. Alright, guess where we are? Back to my EDFs, the F-18s. This is an FMS F-18 version 2. And it's a 64mm plug and play version. I know the FMS Blue Angel plane now is a Force RC, but you can still get an FMS Gray F-18 64mm, and it's a version 2. What it doesn't tell you on the front of the box is that it is the improved version 2, and that is a 4S battery system with an 11 bladed fan in there. You don't know that until you read the box itself. I didn't know I was getting a 4S version. I thought I was getting the 3S, and I was surprised, happily surprised to see that it was a 4S version. I didn't know they even made them. But the story behind all my EDFs that I have here that are boxed up and not built, they're all the same F-18 64mm. I will explain why. This is the one you saw earlier. When the rebuild of my original. What had happened was When I got that original Blue Angel, the one that I crashed, I couldn't find any others out there. And I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to ever get that one built back up again. But I was able to find the gray version out there, the FMS. I said, all right, I need another airplane EDF to work with. I want another F-18 in case I can't get that Blue Angel going again. So I ordered this one. It showed up. Nice box. I was surprised because my original one from Hobby Golf, the original Blue Angel, that had been in the warehouse for several years, and the box reflected that. It was really banged up. The plane was in great shape, but the box was banged up pretty good. This one was so nice condition getting here. You know, I was surprised. I opened it up, and the first thing I saw was it had wings that screwed on instead of glued on. I said, wow, that's not normal for this airplane. Then I saw it had an 11-bladed fan in it. Then I read the paperwork and I read the data on the box, and I realized that this was an improved version. It was an 11-bladed fan system. It was a 4S system, 4S battery system, and it had screw-on wings instead of glue-on. Alright, here it is with the cover off the box. I'm not going to do too much with this here on the video because I'm not going to build this just yet. It's in the wings waiting. I will do it this winter though. But as you can see, here's a fuselage, and they did correct the name, Vigilantes. This is the fuselage. They did it's that paint job now where you don't see that much of the foam. They did a really good job on this paint job. Much more detailed than the other one was. And here's what I was talking about, the wings screw on. And there's a hole for the spar right there. And it goes all the way through, wing to wing. Pretty good. And I don't know if I might be able to get this out so you can see. See inside there, the 11-blade fan. So this is a 4S version, of the older version 2 FMS airplane. Now this one is FMS. You still can buy this kit off the FMS website if you wanted to. And I think you might be able to get that on either Horizon Hobby, maybe even Motion RC. I'm not sure, but if there is any FMS F-18 available, this is going to be the one. You can only get the 4S now.